A very good morning, children. Welcome to the online session of subject mathematics of 7th class. I hope so you all are very fine and staying healthy during this situation. Okay. So in the previous class we have discussed about the division of integers. So how the divisions has been played a role in the integers we have seen. Integers means positive, negative and 0. So all these numbers are, if we combine means they are called as integers. So like that we have seen the division of integers, and I hope so you have done the homework very easily. So if you done means you please post in the group, okay, so that we can check. So today we shall see one more interesting topic about your topic. So already in your 6th class you have discussed about the properties of whole numbers, is it right? So whole numbers means 0, 1, 2, 3 and so on. These all are called whole numbers. So whole numbers is referred by W, capital W. So 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. For the natural numbers, if we include 0 means these are called whole numbers. So for these properties we have for these whole numbers we have seen the properties of the whole numbers. So properties means there are some 5-6 properties are there. So like that we have seen each and every property in the for the whole numbers. So in the today's class we will see the properties of integers. Integers means along with this numbers we will be using the negative numbers also. We will be using negative numbers also. Okay. So positive numbers, 0 and negative numbers. So if what will happen with the negative integers also? If we combine negative integers also in this whole numbers, what will happen to those properties we shall see in the today's class. So today's class is the properties of integers. Okay. Properties of integers. So the first property. So in the properties you have been seen in the properties of whole numbers about the first property, that closure property. That is closure property. Okay. Now we shall discuss about this closure property. So what is this closure property? So closure property of integers only. Integers means we should take the positive integers, negative integers and 0. Okay. So suppose in the whole numbers what you have seen. So you have seen that suppose if any two whole numbers are there. So if we add those two numbers, whole numbers, so what will be the result? So does the result also giving the whole number only or not? So we shall say, so 2 plus 3, it is a 5. So addition of two whole numbers is also a whole number. So 5 is also a whole number. So like this we have seen in the 6th class. So that is addition of two whole numbers is also a whole number. So that is a closure property. Okay. Now in the properties of integers, suppose if we take any two integers, suppose I am taking -2. -2 is one of the integer, and I am taking another integer. So plus 8 I am taking. So this is an integer. This is also one of the integer. So integer means positive, negative and 0. Okay, those are all called integers only. So what will be the result for this addition? So if we do the addition of these two numbers, so what will be the result? So that if the result is also integer means then this closure property is satisfied. So closure, what is the meaning of closure? Closure means closed. Okay, closed property. Okay, So with this statement, the result is also giving a closed statement. Okay. So here, what is 8 minus 2 plus 8? So plus 8 minus 2. So that means 8 minus 2. 8 minus 2 is 6. So what is this 6? So 6 is a natural number, 6 is a whole number, and 6 is a integer also. So 6 is a integer also. Okay. So close now. With this statement, it is closed statement. That means it has been closed. Okay, the result has been closed. So there is no another result for this one. So minus 2 plus 8. So addition of two integers. Addition of two integers is became one of the integer also. Okay, the result also came a integer. Okay, came an integer only. Okay, so with this what we can say? Suppose any two integers are there, a and b are two integers. A and b are two integers. So are two integers. If a and b are two integers, then a plus b is also an integer. So this is a statement of this closure property of integers. Closure property of integers. So if a and b are two integers, so one is integer, a is one integer, b is one integer. So if we are adding these two, so a plus b is also will get as a result as an integer only. So this is a statement of a closure property under closure property of integer. Okay, so closure property of integers under addition. Okay, so under addition this property satisfied. Okay, this is about a closure property. Okay, so this one, I hope so you have understood this one. So here in this one more thing I forgot to say. So this is one of the statement as we seen in the previous class. From the multiplication statement we got two divisional statements. So here 2 plus 3 is equals to 5. This is also one statement only. So this statement, for this statement there is one more thing. See here. Here suppose minus 2 plus 8 is equals to 6. So this is a statement. Is it right? I think so. You are understand. So closure property, whether this closure property is satisfied or not, means we are doing a conclusion. So how we are doing a conclusion? So by adding these two numbers, whether the result is getting the integer or not, we are seeing. Whether the result is getting integer or not, we are seeing. So if the result is getting inclusion, our conclusion is correct. So the statement, for the statement conclusion of closure property is correct. Okay. So like this there will be statement and conclusion. Okay. So for the statements, so we have to check the conclusions. So like this for every problem will be there the statement. So we shall see some statements of this closure property. So this whatever the definition is there, that is very important. Okay. So next one, suppose minus 3 okay 7 plus of minus 6. So 7 plus of minus 6. So this is a statement. Okay. So what is 7 plus of minus 6? So 7 plus of minus 6 is a, so plus minus. So in between plus and minus there is a bracket. So you should remove the bracket. So 7 minus 6. So what is 7 minus 6? Plus into minus is minus only. 7 minus 6 is 1. So this is a statement. So what is the conclusion? So what is the result? So result is also integer only. So this is one integer. This is one more integer. So 7 is one integer. Minus 6 is second integer. So if we are adding these two, what is the result? So result is also integer only, is it right? So what is the conclusion? Integer. The statement is a integer, you should write. Okay, like this. Next, one more thing. Okay, one more thing we shall see. Okay, minus 7 plus of minus 6. Okay, instead of minus 6 we shall write 0. Okay, till now 0 has not kept. Okay, so minus 7 plus 0. So what is minus 7? So minus 7 is a negative integer. Okay, 0 is a whole number. 0 is a whole number. 0 is not a natural number. 0 is a whole number. So addition of these two. So 0 is a whole number and the integer also. So this is integer. This is also one more integer. So addition of these two integers. So minus 7 plus 0 is minus 7 only. Okay. Plus 0 you are no need to nothing will be added, nothing will be removed for this 0. Okay. So whatever the previous number is, that one only will be getting the answer. So minus 7 plus 0 is minus 7. So here by adding these two, what we get? Minus 7. What is minus 7? Minus 7 is also integer. So what is the conclusion? This statement is a integer, you should write. This statement is a integer, you should write. So closure property for the integers, it will be satisfying for any two integers. So if you take any two integers, so closure property always satisfies. So take any two integers. Okay, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and so on up to 1 lakh, 10 lakhs, crores, undefined. And here negative numbers, minus 1, minus 2, minus 3, minus 10 lakhs, minus crores, minus 10 crores. So you can take any number. So with that numbers, this closure property always satisfies with the integers. Okay, so this is about the closure property of integers. Okay, I hope so you have understood this concept easily. Okay, now we shall go with the next property. So what is the next property? We shall see. The second one is commutative property. Commutative property. So what is commutative property? First of all, we shall see what is commutative. So commutative means what? First of all, what is commutative? Commutative means here changing the numbers. Generally, in general, what is mean by commutative means changing the ideas or changing the personalities or changing anything. Okay, whatever they want, transferring or changing or making some sort of what we will say like any modifications. Okay, that is called a commutative. Okay, here commutative, why commutative property is came means suppose we are taking two integers. So suppose here this integer, suppose this is a, this is b is a. So these two integers, if we are changing the order of these two integers, that means this a we are shifting to here and this b we are shifting to here. So first integer we are shifting to second integer we are shifting to first. So at that time what will be happening to this integers? Does the property does the addition property satisfies or not, we have to say. So that is only called a commutative property. I hope so you are understanding very easily. So here suppose what will happen if we are changing the integers from the first to second to first. So at that time also does the result will be same or not? Okay, we have to see. Okay, if the result is same, this property is satisfied. If it is not same, if it is unequal, the property does not satisfy. We have to get that conclusion. So we shall have a trial method for this property. So suppose we are taking two integers. Two integers I am taking. So no need of explanation for whole numbers. So directly we are going to integers. So in the integers what happened? So suppose I am taking minus 2. Minus 2 is one integer, and another integer is 76. 76 I have taken. Okay, instead of minus 2 I am taking minus 92. Minus 92 I am taking. So here commutative property, does the commutative property satisfies this statement or not, we have to say. So minus 92 plus 76. So what is minus 92 and plus 76? So for the which is bigger number? 92 is bigger number. So here one is minus, one is plus. So compulsory you should do subtraction. 92 minus 76. So number 92 is bigger. So that number you have to write at the top. Okay, 92 minus 76. What is 92 minus 76? So from the 9 we have to take 10 borrow. So 10 plus 2, 12. 12 minus 6. 12 minus 6 is 6. Next, from the 9 we have to remove 110. So that means here 8 will come. So 8 is it. So 8 minus 7. 8 minus 7 is 1. So what is the answer? 16. So answer is 16. Is it right? So after writing, so for the bigger number, which sign is there? So what is bigger number? 92 is bigger number. So for this 92, which sign is there? Minus. So minus 16. So minus 92 plus 76 is minus 16. Okay, this is one statement. So if you are transferring 92 that side and 76 this side, so does the result will be same as this one or not, we have to say. So here 76 I am writing plus this minus 92 is one number. So minus 92 I am writing here. Okay, in between two symbols I am keeping a bracket. So what is the result of this one? So plus 76 plus minus 92. So plus into minus. What is plus into minus? Okay, here only I will be writing. So plus into minus is minus only. So 76 minus 92. 76 minus 92. So 76 minus 92. What is 76 minus 92? So 92 minus 76 is 16. Okay, for the bigger number, which sign is it? So minus symbol is it. So minus 16 we have to write. So 92 is a bigger number. So for 92, minus symbol is there. So we have to keep minus symbol. Now for the two results are same. Here minus 16, here minus 16. So with this what is the conclusion we can get? Minus 92 plus 76 is equals to 76 minus 92. Okay, so minus 92 plus 76 is equals to 76 minus 92. So that means both the answers are same only. So here answer is minus 16. So 76 minus 92 is also minus 16. So both are equal. Minus 16 is equals to minus 16. So our property, commutative property is satisfied with the addition. Okay, commutative property of integers. So here I am taking negative symbol. So negative numbers I have taken. So that means integers we have taken. So integers, all the integers. So some negative integers, positive and 0. So like that, if we take means, so this commutative property is also satisfied. Suppose we take with one negative number, one positive number and one whole number. Okay, we shall see that one also, so that we can confirm perfectly. Okay. So first one, 105 plus 0 I am taking. So 105 is a positive integer. 105 is a positive integer. So 0 is a whole number. Okay, 0 is a whole number and natural number. Okay, that means these two are integers only. 0 is integer, 105 is also integer only. So 105 plus 0. What is 105 plus 0? So 105 only. We are not supposed to add or subtract anything if there is 0. Okay, whatever the before number is, That one only final answer. So 105 plus 0 is 105. So we are shifting these two numbers. So 0 plus 105. So 0 plus 105 is what? So if there is 0 means you no need to add or subtract. Okay. So final result is here 105. So both answers are same. So 105 plus 0 is equals to 0 plus 105. So here answer is 105 is equals to, here answer is 105. So 105 is equals to 105. So both the answers are same. So commutative property always satisfies with the integers, So with this, what is the final statement? So for any two integers a and b, a plus b, okay. So final statement we have to write. Okay, what is that means? If a and b are two integers, then a plus b is equals to b plus a. Okay, so this is a statement of this commutative property. So what is the statement of closure property? If a and b are two integers, a plus b is also an integer. So that is a closure property. So what is a commutative property? If a and b are two integers, a plus b is equals to b plus a. Okay. So two properties we have seen in the today's class. So what is closure property? A plus b is equals to integer. And a plus b is equals to b plus a. So these are the two most important properties we have seen in the today's class. I hope so you have understood this class very easily. So now I am giving some 4 problems regarding these properties. So you try to solve them and write down the conclusion as one of the answer. Okay. First, closure property. Statement I am writing. So what is the statement? First one, in this I am giving 97 plus of minus 26. 97 plus of minus 26 is equals to how much? You will find this answer and here you write down conclusion. So conclusion how you should write? This statement is a integer. If this is also integer means this statement is integer. You should write down. So second one. So in this only second one. So positive, negative. Next whole number. 0 plus of minus 54. Okay. Find out this answer and write down this conclusion also. Okay. So this is closure property. Next, commutative property. Okay, regarding commutative property, I have 2 problems. 2 questions I am giving. Same statement, conclusion. Okay. Statement, here conclusion. The first one, only one I am giving. Minus 47 plus of plus 76. So minus 47 plus 76. So in the commutative property, this is one statement. Okay, Statement 1 is this one. Statement 2. Statement 2. So what is this statement 2? 76 minus 47 is equals to, you write down here answer, and for this here you write down answer. Okay. So at last conclusion. So what is the conclusion? So these two statements. So these two statements are integers only. So here what you written? So this statement is an integer. Here conclusion means yes, these two statements are integers. You write down like this. So statement 1 you solve. Statement 2 reversed. Okay, this number went to this side, this number went to this side in this statement 2. So you write down this 2, and conclusion, if both are equal means these two statements are getting an integer only. So commutative property satisfied, you have to write. Okay, like this you have to do the two bits. Okay, in the today's homework. Okay, this is a today's homework. So try to do this homework very easily. I hope so you have understood this homework very easily. So if at all, if you have any doubts regarding these two properties, once again you recall back to my class, so that you can understand very easily. So I hope you will be doing this homework, and after doing this homework, please keep in the group so that we can check this homework. So thank you for attending my class, children. Have a good day, children. Thank you.